on just entered. So input a number and output whether it is positive or negative. You can't say input N1, next slide. If it is positive, tell it's positive. If it is negative or else, tell it's negative. You can't do like that. You have to be more specific. How do, like, okay, input a number first of all. You know that what? Output.
Enter a number.
That's right. Then
So input number.
First, shouldn't it be capital output? Like
Yeah,
Good.
sir,
everything.
that's right.
So and in quotes.
Yeah, quotes.
From this enter a number to the yeah.
So input num.
Input capital.
Input in capitals.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Num. Is num okay the way it is written? We did some.
So you have to start with the capital.
Yes.
So since it,
It's not, otherwise it's not wrong, but there is a convention.
yes.
Remember, we learned about the convention. Let's go back. Revision. Last time, you won't have another chance for revision, remember? First time we do, it's a revision, but this time you have, some have forgotten that. So let's refresh our memory. There is a convention. All keywords are written in capital letters. So input, output, etc. What etc.? Can you give another one? To be in capital.
So
If. Yeah, very good. If.
And if, else, if.
More, some more.
For next. While and while.
While.
And
Right.
while
Repeat until.
next.
Repeat until else.
Excellent. I'm very happy.
Print.
Print generally doesn't come in pseudocode. It's given as output, right? Remember? That's why.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Print.
Sir.
Yes.
So should we also study about cases?
Case, yes. That also comes in. That also case, n case. Very good. Very good. Very happy. Right. So the next one is all names and date items. That means variable names. No? And subroutines also. Subroutines we have not done yet. Have you? I don't think. Start with a
Yes, sir.
letter. Yeah. Start with a capital letter. So with that, let's do the correct thing always. Huh? From now onwards, think that this is you are doing for the exam. So that is okay. Then how are we going to check whether it's positive or negative?
Sir, you said if num is greater than or equal to 0, then output positive, else negative.
If num is greater or
than
equal to 0.
0, then
Is it correct?
capital. Sir, capital.
You change your name?
What?
No, I said my.
Sir, then in capital.
Okay. Then
Output
I,
positive.
should I indent it or just under this can I type?
Yes, sir. Should indent it near num, under
Yeah.
num.
Not under num.
Uh,
That, but just say about 5 spaces or yeah, generally about 5. Word document, you can use the tab or in the yeah Python, of course, it's automatic. Then what?
output positive num.
Num.
Input num
And
positive.
then
Yeah.
comma,
Comma is a positive
comma,
number.
inverted, and then in inverted commas is a positive.
Inverted commas, inverted commas.
Is a positive.
1 minute, 1 minute. Emergency. I have to. One moment. 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Output num. Yeah. Someone said inverted commas. Correct. Is a
Is a positive number.
It's a positive
yeah.
number.
Yeah. How
And then
is to each all?
Close inverted commas. Else in capital.
yeah, else in capital,
Then you tell output.
indent, and then output,
Then you tell output in capital.
output,
Num,
num, and
comma, comma, and then the inverted commas is a negative number.
then the negative number. And then end it.
And then you end if, yes, with in capital.
Yeah, in capital.
Very good. Very good. And the boys are, I think, admiring your knowledge. They are very silent. Only the girls are talking.
Yeah, actually, I did do this, but I got it wrong. The first method you told not to do, I had done
Yes.
that only.
Me too, sir. But now I understand, sir.
Now you
Yeah,
understand.
sir,
Very
same.
good.
Yeah,
That's
sir.
the thing. You know, I will tell you another useful thing. But I always analyze things and see, and then that's why I can explain well, right? Now, these algorithms is not a thing that you can memorize and do. Can you? You can't memorize.
No, sir.
But this is truly practical. And then it's a way of thinking, isn't it? Now, for example, how to find this is positive or negative. So some don't get this correctly. Some they are waiting with very many other different solutions and not the correct one. So it's a way of thinking. Do you agree?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The way of thinking.
Yes.
So now what I have to do is to change your way of thinking. Those who can't do, I mean, not to change the way of thinking of those who can do, then they will not be able to do thereafter. But this is teaching algorithms is to change the way you all think. If you can't do it, I mean, if it is difficult, if it is easy, there's nothing to teach. No? So, how can I teach the way to think if you don't think? And how do you know whether the way you think is right or wrong? How do I know? Only way is you do it. The way you think, you do it on paper or on a notepad here. Then you know, I will know the way you think. Then when I tell you the way I think, then you can change, isn't it? That's very simple that way. But other than that, if I don't know the way you think and you don't know the way you think, if I just put it on the board what I think, you will think, right, okay. Oh, I see, it's easy. But next time when the algorithm comes, you will hit the ceiling because your way is not changed. The way you are not taught, you are not thought of it. So it's essential that you do all these 30 exercises of pseudocode before going on to more complex ones. These are all simple ones, remember, not the O-level stuff. This, I would say, grade 8, form 3 stuff. All right. So now this is okay. No, any questions from this?
No, sir.
Right. wherever there is a doubt, we can do a Python program. But here it's no need to do, it's very easy. Next one is input a mark and output pass if more than 50 or fail otherwise. So I'll quickly do the,
Input.
that
Input
one I'll
capital.
copy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just copy those things and put it to save time.
Okay. So the same thing over here also.
Yeah, only slight changes. Remember, when you also do copy and paste, always read and see again. Enter mark. You can leave it as this is, but always have the meaningful thing. Connecting. It's very easy when you do big program. Here, even if you leave it as num, doesn't matter because it's a very small program. You will not go wrong. Then what? What's the question? Input. Yeah. If more than 50, pass. Otherwise, fail. So if mark is
Greater than 50,
greater than 50,
then output
Then,
pass.
Greater than equal to 50, right?
No, it doesn't
then
say, sir, in the question.
But what if the percentage 50?
Yeah.
it's more than 50, then output capital.
no, wait. Before that, there's another dispute. Let's resolve that first without going to the police. I'll argue. Someone said, what about 50?
So
Okay.
it's correct, no?
So
Yes,
it should
sir.
be equal to 50, right?
Sir, yeah, but it doesn't say that in the question.
Yeah, this very specifically, this says if more than 50.
Yes,
50 is not
Yeah, so
included.
it's correct.
Okay,
So
sir.
there's
sir.
the one who is not agreeable. Are you agreeable now?
Sir? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So 50 should not come.
Yes, sir.
Now remember, when you read an algorithm, you have to do according to the question, not according to the normal law or normal practices. Like in school, generally you take 50 also as pass, no? I mean, if the pass mark is 50, you say 50 is pass. But don't go by those things and get loose marks because you have to read the question well. Here it says if more than 50, pass if more than 50. So more than 50 is not 50, no? This is what is called logic,
Exactly.
right? Agree, no? All of you. Then fail, otherwise means what are the numbers? 0 to up to which number?
50.
50.
So 0 to 50.
0 to 50. Pass is only 51 onwards. Okay. So this is
Okay.
settled. That is settled. If mark is bigger than 50, then no, I'm not going to ask.
Less or equal to 50, then it is
Yeah, I'm not going to ask about indenting and capital simple because now I presume that you all know about those things. Don't forget those things again. Yeah. Then
Then output pass.
Pass.
output mark. Sir, output mark. Comma and comma.
yes, very good.
Inverted commas.
Yeah.
It's greater than 50.
It,
So pass.
You have passed. Sir, you have passed.
Past kill. That is enough. That's enough. Yes,
Okay, sir.
the logic, that is English, no? Here it
Yes,
is
sir.
English. The main thing is the logic has to be correct, right? Marks will not be cut for English, but marks will be cut for logic errors. So output mark is passed. What that means, the answer will be like 60 is passed. You can say 60 is a pass mark or something, but that is not important. No? That is just
Yes, sir.
of mixing up letters and adding letters. So let's go through. Else,
Mark.
output
Else.
mark. Output mark.
Put mark.
is
Inverted commas is
inverted.
failed. Is failed.
And if.
Yes. And if.
Sir, there is a small, sir.
Yeah.
So now in this output mark is passed, you put a full stop over there. Then why didn't you put a full stop on this E spell one? Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, now okay, sir.
Yeah. That's English. Within it's English,
Yes,
but
sir.
that's
Within inverted commas.
yeah. But anyway, better to be uniform, no, consistent. It's called consistent. If you do put a full stop there, you put a full stop here. If you put a colon there, colon here. That is a kind of discipline for programmers. They should follow one particular. Is that okay? Correct, no? There is
Yes, sir.
another way you can do that too. Copy this. Mark input mark mark is greater than instead of outputting here, grade equals pass.
Sir, so
Yes.
so this is happening in pseudocode, right?
Zero code.
So we can, instead of writing output, we can write grade.
No. Wait. There is an output later.
And grade equal to fill.
Finally, you output.
So then you output grade.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yes.
Is correct. Appropriate thing you can do.
So instead of output, you can put grade over there and just write pass.
No. Now output out of the conditional statement, right? Now output.
Grade.
Maisha, only Maisha. Akash. Dilshan, how are you after a long time? Akash, Adisha, Maisha, no answer.
The
So I'm
output
kind of
grade.
confused with this. Can you please explain this?
No, let someone answer first.
Output grade. Grade, sir, grade.
Who said that?
The variable grade.
Who said that?
Samrita, sir.
So I was waiting, no? I specifically told the names, no? Right. So what to you won't allow me to teach. So grade is right, okay? Output grade is right. Then Maisha wants it explained again, no?
Yeah, so I didn't understand this grade. Why didn't you put output there instead of, why didn't you put output over there?
There is no rule that you have to output here. You can output there. Because this is just a selection place. If mark is greater than 50, we store it here. And then this won't happen. No? See, this won't happen. Only one of these will happen. Either that, if it is true, the word then is when it is true, this should happen. If it is false, I told you, remember else and false? Similar, no? Else, false. If it is false,
No, sir, that's understandable. That's understandable. But I'm asking you is now in the before program we wrote output. Then over here, why did we write grade
this is why
instead of output?
this is why I told you earlier. This is not something that you can remember or memorize and do. This is only thinking. Now start thinking. Now what happens is if mark is greater than 50, then here we use a variable and store it here. The word pass. Right? Then will this happen? Maisha, will this happen if this happened? See, you have to get those things right. No memorizing, no rules that you have to have output here or there. No rules. This is just understand the basic rules. Basic rules is either this or that. Can both happen? Can both happen? Even the earlier one, in the
No,
earlier one,
no, no.
here, if you input 60, which one will happen? First or the second? I'll call this first and this will second. This is 60. If the mark input is 60, first or the second will happen.
First,
Huh?
first,
First, correct. If you input 39, which one will happen?
second.
Second. So now you understand that both will never happen. Even if you put 50, both will never happen. Only one will happen. You understand? So here, this will happen. If it is 60, if you input 60, this will happen. And the word, the variable grade will have a value of past. This nothing. This doesn't happen. No. Then what will happen next is output grade. So what does grade have now? The word past. So that past will be output. If the mark input is 39, then will this happen?
No.
No. Will this happen?
Yes.
Yes. Then the word, the variable grade will have the word failed. So if you output the variable grade, what is inside this will come out. So the word failed.
Failed. Yeah.
Okay. So don't,
Yes.
there is no rules as such that earlier we did like this, that you have to do it this way. That is why I gave these two methods, because there are many methods. Even someone else might come with another one. So far I don't know another method for this. Maybe a slight variation is, so this is going backwards. Instead of else,